right, and we're back a little quickly. All right, so here we go, everybody. Last time on Rock of Cair Bryn, this little group, some of whom are here. There's a new person here who we'll introduce. They were going around and doing interesting things. One, we had Pree, they were captured by kobolds and being not captured, I wouldn't say, more like drug out, who were going to take them to bury them because they were told they were dead. As it turned out, they were not dead, but, how would they know? And then Pree promptly decided to harass the poor kobolds who were very scared and frightened. And then once that was all sorted out, the group went about and tried to sort out Dimitri's cut of his revenue from the various shirt sales and other merchandise, because our Bard boy has become a local celebrity who another local celebrity was making some money off of. So Dimitri got his cut. Now the group has moved out of Valegard, which is where all this was taking place, and we're heading south to show the audience kind of where you guys are headed. We'll switch to map mode. I don't know what will happen as far as my camera goes. I think it'll just use the one off of Discord, but I don't know because I don't think I sorted that out. But here we go. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So I just moved out. That's fine. That's perfectly acceptable. All right, so this is the map that they are currently on. If you took a look in the top left corner, you'll see that where it says Ilgard is Valegard. They are moving down the lake down to Springgard, which they have just stopped in for a brief rest over before carrying on down towards Chirkton, and then south of there is a whole new area, which they haven't been to before. In fact, none of them have been this far south yet, so this should be intriguing to see what happens. Oh, okay. I think that's Anthony turning on his fan. With all that said and done, the group moves down as they stopped in Springgard to eat. There is in the pub James, would you describe your character for me?
Oh, gosh. He is a mysterious man. Tends to keep his features hidden to conceal his true heritage. Very standoffish to new people.
Okay. And what does he look like?
A man.
Man.
That's all you need to know.
Wearing a hood. Okay. I was thinking more along the lines of what clothes is he wearing rather than what his personal appearance is.
John wrote himself into our gameplay.
Apparently.
Man wearing a hood.
I mean, medieval era, that was kind of a normal thing.
I mean, can we tell, like,
black?
Is he a human man?
Light
or
armor.
Does he look green skin? Is he an orc? What kind of man?
No,
Does he look out of place?
He looks human.
Okay.
So he just fits in.
Mm-hmm. He's just wearing a hood. Looks kind of mysterious, I guess. Think of, if you've seen the Lord of the Rings movies, think of Strider when they meet him in the pub, the Prancing Pony, and you've kind of, I guess, got an image of how he looks. If I can give it to those that might know, the audience may or may not know, but that's kind of the image I'm picking up anyway.
Anthony's a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think my camera is acting up. I wasn't sure if you wanted me to try to reset it and ruin your setup or not.
Yeah, give it a go. It'll put you back where you were, so if it sends everything wacky, it's fine. It wasn't long. There, you're back.
Okay, cool.
All right. So
I'll lean over to Nileua and I'll point out the stranger and I'll say, "Look, that guy over there. He's incredibly standoffish and antisocial. Do you think him and Pree would get along?"
Yeah, I mean, literally everything you just described is exactly what Pree would like. What's Pree's new name?
Praetor.
Praetor. Is
Sorry, I still haven't
everything
changed
a
it.
Praetor would enjoy. However, do we need more standoffish, annoying, difficult people in our daily lives?
You have a point.
Exactly.
So, James, you have a scroll in you, or I should say, well, you haven't introduced yourself, so I'll let you do that when you get the chance. You have a scroll in your pocket which has instructed you to look for a group which matches this one, and you've been instructed by Jilly to accompany them to Seacoast.
Understood. Where are they sitting at in the pub?
Good question.
Is it near me or across the room?
Where are you guys sitting? Explain. It's not for me to
Well, he
choose.
mustn't be too far away because we could see him, and enough to
It's
judge
true.
the fact that he looked standoffish. I would say probably only a few, a couple of tables away.
Okay.
Was it close enough for me to overhear your all's conversation about me?
No.
I mean, we weren't being very quiet. I was trying to get Praetor
quite
to
loud,
hear
yeah.
me. Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's the one thing
I
I've
wouldn't
noticed.
call it
with-
overhearing. I would say that it
Yeah.
just sounded like we were next to you.
it's the one thing I've noticed with Dimitri. He's not ever quiet.
Nope.
And we also don't really
then,
care if you heard, so
Well, then I'll just get up and walk over to them.
I'm just going as I see this person walking over, I'm gonna be like, God damn it, Dimitri, look! Now the weirdo's coming over.
Weirdo. Do you even know who you're talking about, ma'am?
Who are you? Don't speak to me. I didn't ask you to speak to me.
Yeah, well, whenever I hear somebody talking about me, I kind of got to go put myself
I
in their
didn't bring the
business.
conversation up. You want to get in someone's business, you get in his business. Play him a song, Dimitri, quick. They're getting angsty.
Dimitri will lean forward and say, "Oh, looks like he'd be okay to get in my business."
Is
I'm
your
just gonna
name Wife? Can we give him a nickname of Wife?
Well,
I'm just gonna
Since-
loudly sigh.
since y'all aren't introducing yourself, I'll let you know my name's Dhampir. I've been sent here on behalf of Jilly.
Yeah, okay. How do you know Jilly's name?
Because my company has done business with the pirates before.
Can I just, out of character a moment, ask, what do we know about where Jilly is? Did Jilly just disappear? Did Jilly go somewhere? Like, what do we know?
So somebody got a note last time. I don't remember who it is. Sorry, I forgot.
It might have been Dimitri that got the note.
I could have been, or it could have been Bart. I don't know.
It
Basic,
might have been me. Yeah.
yeah,
I think it
basically stating that Jilly had gone north and was unable to meet you guys, and
And we're south right now.
yes,
Okay. So I'm going to ask, if we've moved south, but the note said that Jilly went north, how did you speak to Jilly in time to come and speak to us? The paths don't cross.
Because I'm everywhere.
Magic.
Okay, so this creepy guy is just like saying random stuff to me, so I'm just gonna turn around and be like, whatever, because none of this so far is making much sense. to
Don't
me.
you turn your back on a member of the Guild of Ivory.
Magic.
Ivory Elf.
I'm just gonna look at Dimitri as if that was meant to mean something to me.
I mean,
he'll
it
look back and
should.
say, "We're working for the Guild of Ivory currently. That's why we're
But
going
yeah,
to Pirate
but-
Island."
But that doesn't mean I do as I'm asked or as I'm told. Just because we're helping them doesn't mean they're in charge of us.
True.
And they shouldn't be telling me who I cannot turn my back on.
Well, you're certainly a rude one, aren't you?
I mean, she was like this when I first met her too, but now we're besties, and I can put my arm around her.
I'm just gonna like shrug it off.
I mean, more besties than a couple other characters I could mention, but that's beside the point.
I've tried to leave this group several times.
What exactly
It hasn't
did Gilly?
worked.
What did Gilly want you to say
Gilly?
to us or give to us? Gilly,
Who-
sorry.
Sorry, who's Gilly?
Well,
My pet
according to
squid.
this little scroll from her that I'll let you read, I'm supposed to accompany you all.
I'll take the scroll and open it if he's handing it out.
Praetor,
Okay.
do me a favor. Do your usual like thing where you get people to leave you alone and like they don't want to come. Because like, as much as I normally am open to it, I really don't want this person to come with us. Just do whatever you need to do.
Go away.
What does the scroll say, John?
Oh, damn it.
It
matters.
basically says that that he is. There's a mark at the bottom, which is the Ivory Oath notation, and it says that he is to accompany you all on your mission in place of Jilly, who is detained on other business.
Dimitri. Dimitri.
Yeah.
I already didn't want Jilly. I don't want him either.
I know. Sometimes life is unfair.
Yeah, I know. I already have to listen to you play that freaking lute all the time. So if I have to listen to that, I don't want to deal with this too.
I'm gonna go ahead and assume that we can all hear this conversation.
I'm not speaking necessarily quietly. Bart, flip a
Okay.
coin.
I'm just gonna look over at. We said Dhampir, was it?
Dhampir.
Dhampir, yeah.
Stupid.
Well, considering we don't know where we actually need to go, I think we have to follow him to get. I mean, we were paid.
But can't they just give us the information on where we need to go? Why do we need a babysitter?
You
I'll look-
barely even know I'm here.
I didn't just meet you guys literally a few weeks ago, follow you for all around everywhere without permission, just for us to then have to deal with some other guy I don't like.
I mean, he could also just follow us around without permission, so...
You guys realize that the reason why this whole group is so disorganized, despondent, and has no idea what's truly going on is because you just keep letting random people just follow you around, right? That's how I ended up here in the first place. For all I know, I could be a psycho murderer and could kill you in your sleep tomorrow.
We also don't want to be a
Definitely
group.
sound like you could be one.
Well, I mean, Dimitri wants to be in a group because he's making money.
Yeah.
Can this be the opportunity for me to actually introduce my pet rat that I've had all this time and never talked about by allowing it to run down my leg and start biting at James's ankles?
Who's James?
Okay, at Dhampir's ankles. I'm gonna do that now. And so you guys
Okay.
will see the rat for the first time that I've had this whole time, by the way.
Roll an animal handling check, would you
Okay.
please?
Yes, I will.
Oh, not bad. Okay, so the rat does run down. It kind of looks at you quizzically and runs over to Dhampir and nibbles on your ankle, kind of like as quickly and without real injury as possible, because of course you're wearing leather.
It's just meant to be irritating.
Yeah. So anyway, you got a bite on your leg, but I don't think it went through because of armor and shoes. But
Wench, you better grab your rat before I step on it.
You can try. It won't work.
He called you wench. And he laughs.
Is this? Are we gonna? Can I actually? I stand up and I push my chair under. And I flip in square up against him. I'm like, what did you say?
I didn't stutter, did I?
Can I pick up my drink and food and sit down at another table?
I mean, you
One
certainly
moment,
can.
please.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that and just wait until that whatever that is finished.
Okay.
Praetor would just silently follow you.
Can I fawn with him?
Half the table just. What's that?
Can I thorn whip him?
Thorn.
It's one of my thorn
Thorn-
whip. Yeah, it's one of my
or
can-
Thorn whip, the
Thorn,
spell.
sorry.
Oh,
Thorn.
thorn whip. Okay, I was like
Thorn whip,
thorn
yeah.
him. I'm like, huh?
Thorn whip.
I mean, you could, but then you'd have to roll initiative.
Okay.
Bloody good fonging.
I'm literally going to whip him with a whip of
Okay.
thorns.
As you're about to do that, though, I will say that the bartender looks at this going on and says, "Hey, cut it
Yeah?
out. No
I'll
magic.
whip you.
No magic."
I point to the paladin and myself. We're not with them, so we're not paying for damages, and then I continue to eat and drink.
You want me to
Oh, yeah,
whip
that's
you
right,
as
call
well?
it Paladin. I forgot.
Ex-paladin.
Oh, God, you can't change your class, also, man. Come on,
Dimitri! Dimitri,
Yeah?
be a man. Stand up for your friend.
Okay. I'm not with them either. Was that right? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing?
Okay. I'm going to ignore the barkeep, and I'm going to... What do I have to roll?
Initiative.
Initiative.
That's a
Out
14.
of curiosity, what level is a spell is Thorn Whip?
It's a cantrip.
Okay, go on. Just go
James,
on.
you need to roll initiative.
How do I do that?
Click on in your character sheet, if you know where your character sheet is. So click on the little
find it.
newspaper,
Yes.
and then you'll see your character. Click on that to open it up to a character sheet. And in the tab that says character sheet, go there. And then you'll see in the middle, there's armor class with the little shield. And then right beside it is initiative. If you click on the writing, that'll actually roll initiative for you.
Oh.
There you go. 12. Okay. All right, B. Go to it, Nileua.
Right, hang on a minute. I just click on my cantrip, right?
Uh-huh.
Dimitri's
And then it says
fighting
cast
too.
at what level? What do I choose?
Well, I might do things depending on what happens. But
Oh,
How'd you,
What do I do here?
Dimitri, did you roll initiative?
how'd you get a 0.18?
Because he does this.
I have my tiebreaker added into it in case I get a 20. Someone else.
Okay,
gets the
so
same
right
thing.
now you're actually the first one. Do you want to do something before Nileua? Just out of curiosity.
After standing up and saying, I'm not with them either, he realizes she means about the bartender, so he'll go over and he'll say, hey, can I get a drink? I'm something of a celebrity. I make this place, really popular.
Okay, well, while the bartender
Basically trying to
processes
distract
that,
him from the fight.
Gotcha. Okay, B. So click on the spell.
What level do I have to do it at as a cantrip?
As a cantrip, you don't have to do it at any particular level, but you can cast it at higher levels if it asks that.
Okay, it says cast at what level, so what should I put? I want to hurt him.
Well, I mean, I just go first level because you're not trying to kill anybody.
Aren't I? Okay.
I hope not. Okay. So if we look at what that says.
She still needs to roll.
Oh, right. Yeah. But, okay. So, James, you need to roll a d20, which you can do on the on the left-hand side. You'll see the dice on the list there. Click on that.
Wait, no. James doesn't have to, I think, because
The spell
Nileua has to
save is
make
Nileua
DC is
has
14.
to make an attack.
no, yeah, it's not.
No, it says make a melee spell attack. So
Oh,
Nileua has
right.
to roll an attack.
Oh, okay. So why does
So why
the
don't we do
spell
all
save
Try to
DC?
hit his AC.
Oh,
What do
you're
I
trying.
do?
So okay, but how does she do that?
You should have Thorn Whip in your attacks and spellcasting list
right.
on the main page.
Hmm.
On the
And you
main
click it there.
page.
Yeah,
on the same page as initiative. On the
as initiative, yeah.
Oh, balls.
it's like
Where you click on like your weapons and stuff,
Attacks and
there should be
spells.
Thorn Whip in there somewhere.
Hang on.
Oh my
I'm
God.
going there now. Yeah, it's on the. It's not in the list though. Strange.
Uh,
There's everything else but.
Okay, so what do I do?
try rolling the door up again and then click level 1, I guess.
No, if you're rolling it from the spell page, it's not
Oh,
gonna
really?
work that
I
way.
don't seem to have it in my list on this main page.
Which
that
has
I can
heat
see.
metal DC 14.
So just whatever. So go to your spell page, and it should say spell attack bonus and a number at the top. So you just roll a d20 and add that number to it.
Spell attack bonus 6.
Yeah. So
I
roll a d20 and add
D20.
6 to it.
So I just click D20.
Mhm.
Yep. So you add 6, that makes it a 21. So it's 21 against you, James. Which I'm sure is probably going to hit. 'Cause that would hit me.
So James, what you want to look at is armor class, which is that little shield at the top on your character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
And what does it say?
15.
Okay, so a 21 will be above a 15, thus it will hit you. Which means, that's why, because it has it higher levels. Okay. So roll a d6, B. Okay, so you take 6 points of damage, James, from this.
You got to take 6 off your your hit point thingies.
Yeah. So you got
And you're
hit by
pulled-
a vine with thorns on it.
And you're pulled 10 feet closer to B. So basically,
Yeah.
since you weren't very far away, you're right on top of her.
So my vines literally come out. They're gonna like wrap around your legs, cause a good bit of damage, hurt you. Hopefully you'll eat your words. Yeah, and now you're basically right up against my face.
So how do I remove health?
When it
Under
says current hit points underneath
Yeah.
the shield.
Oh,
You
the
can
hit
just-
point
You
maximum.
You might be able to just type
Yeah.
in a number. If
Well,
you-
your
Yeah,
maximum.
you want to change
is-
your
is
current, not
all.
your maximum.
Yeah.
Your
The
maximum is
maximum is
there.
how much you can have.
Yeah.
The big number.
Okay.
And now it's
I
your
will just
turn.
say you will regret that.
Try
Seems
me.
like
So it's now your turn. You can do whatever you need to do.
I'm just going to ignore her.
Oh, okay.
If you ignore me, then I get to have another turn. Are you sure you want to do that?
I mean, you can. Okay, so to kind of give you options here, so you understand, you've got 3 things you can do right now. You could attack. You could use one of your bonus actions to do something different, or you can move. You will get another attack for a freebie if you do move. Oh no, he's thorn whipped. He can't move, can he?
No, he can't.
Oh, he
It
can?
doesn't say.
Oh, okay. It doesn't hold them. It just moves them closer. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you could move away from Nileua and then, hope she can't hit you, or you can go find a hiding spot and then try and attack her that way.
Yeah, I think you should run and hide like a little baby.
You can make things awkward and give her a hug.
You are right there. So yeah. Would that be a
I'm gonna
grapple?
just lean forward and kiss her on the lips.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Well,
I love how everyone just went, oh boy, they all know that Nileua will not like that. Because I
Okay.
already know is that actually what you're doing? Is that your final answer?
No, I'm
Okay,
not
'cause
doing
I
that.
already
would
know what
never
I'm going to
kiss
do
you.
if you do that.
I would never kiss you. So
What are you going to do?
what you gonna do? You need
I
to
am looking
decide.
through my thingies.
All right.
Is it possible for Praetor to stand up and cast Nature's Wrath on Nileua?
Roll initiative if you're going to attack.
Everyone gonna attack everyone now.
Okay.
I'm looking at
We're
Dimitri.
having an all-out
If
fight in the middle of this
if
storm.
Dimitri casts a spell, I'm done. I'm walking out.
So I guess, well, because you're stepping in now, I guess you would either be before James or after James. I guess it depends on what James wants to do, because James hasn't actually gone yet.
So I'm asking.
James, you need to make a decision, love.
I'm looking through all the little red thingies.
Okay. Do you want Praetor to go first then? While you're
Sure.
trying to decide. Okay.
I think the main decision, James, just the basic thing is, do you want to attack and engage, or you want to walk away? That's mainly the thing you want to do.
Yeah.
If you want to
that's-
attack, then the only reason you need to go through the list. Otherwise, you can just leave.
Yeah, because the list is fairly short. You can stab her, or you can stab her. You don't have magic that you can do.
Yeah, I was just reading like the
Other additional
sneak
stuff.
attack, the
Yeah.
lucky.
Sneak attack you can only really do if you can hide.
Yeah, I can see you. So it's not going to work very well, is it?
So you have to hide
You'll
first.
look a bit of an idiot.
Which you can
You
do
can't see me.
weirdly with rogues. You can do it fairly easily. It's weird.
Dimitri, we finally got a rogue.
But the problem is that
Wasn't Jilly a rogue?
yeah, she was.
I didn't realize.
Yeah. The problem is that if you do that, she will get an attack of opportunity on you, so she gets a free shot on you. So basically, your real only options, if you really want to fight this out, is to stab with your short sword, probably.
If you want to
Praetor's
move
trying
away,
to stop
Really
all
want to
this.
stab her. My superiors might look down on me if I kill one of them.
I mean, that's probably accurate. So
You can do non-lethal damage.
Okay.
yeah, that's true.
Stop helping.
So
As a rogue, you have
It-
disengage as a bonus action, so you can disengage and then she can't attack you as you move away.
oh right, that's true. I'd forgotten about that.
Well,
If
then
I
will do
cast Nature's Wrath, I can just snare her for a little bit and stop the fight entirely.
Right.
Well, that's not going to
That's
stop the
the
fight.
point.
That's going to
This
turn her ire
ruins what
towards
I
you.
want to do next.
So I it's up to
And we
James.
can
Let
talk her down.
James, are you
I
going
will
to attack?
disengage.
Or you're going to disengage? Okay. So
How
disengage.
long am I not allowed to attack him for if he disengages?
You can't take an opportunity attack.
So
Once
in other
it comes
words, he
around to
just
your turn, you can do what you want. But
yeah, he can
Right,
he can move away. In other words, so you can move out of the room if you wanted to, James. At this point, because this is not that big of a place.
Yep.
Let me see if I can find. I have a pub map. Hang on. Pub interior. There we go. Let's go like so. I'm just gonna put you on the map because seriously, you guys have turned this into what I was not planning on. Okay,
Life for DM.
it
Not
is.
I'm not actually surprised a fight broke out immediately, but
I mean,
I figured a fight would happen, but I didn't actually think it was gonna happen like
I
away.
I didn't
To
expect
be fair,
it.
Nileua is not usually the type to start a fight, but he called her a wench.
Who else? Oh, there's James.
Look at that sweet little face that she has when she talks to her rat friend. That's a kind face, but not when you call her a wench.
Okay, everybody is on the board. I'm just gonna put you guys side by side, I guess, and then put.
We're far away.
Well, I'm assuming Praetor is closer because they were trying to get involved.
Oh, okay. You do you.
You do you. Okay, so let's switch to map mode for the audience so they can see what's going on. There we go. Oh, no, we're still looking at the wrong one. Cool. I like that when it does this. It really makes me happy. Okay. There we go.
Me too.
Alrighty.
Rescue you from outside.
So, right, James, you can move up to 30 feet. So each square is 5 foot. So you can move up to 6 squares. So you can just grab your character and move them wherever you want to put them.
Let me try to count squares.
Just outside, okay? All right. He went poof and left.
I'm going to make her think that I have left
Okay.
them alone, won't accompany them.
Okay. So, Praetor, are you still wanting to do what you were going to do?
Well, to be fair, Nileua is probably going to attempt to go after him because she's angry. So,
Praetor will just instead grab Nileua's arm.
Okay.
yeah, I'm literally just going to be like, what are you doing?
You're acting like a bloody child, and this is coming from me.
The person who runs away all the time. Yes. and hates every living thing other than themselves.
You're the ones that wanted this job, and now you're actively trying to dismantle it.
I don't want some guy to come with me that calls me a wench, and I don't feel like it's rude of me to not want that to happen either.
Praetor's just gonna roll their eyes like... He was trying to get a rise out of you. You gave it to
Okay.
him. Good job.
Uh-huh.
And she'll let...
As opposed to what you do, which is run away from all your problems.
No, I just ignore them entirely. But hey, whatever. And then Praetor will let go of her arm and just walk away and go sit back down.
I'm gonna look over at Dimitri and be like, "Thanks for the help."
He points at the the bartender. I am helping.
Bartender
Stroking Dimitri's arm.
hands you your drink, kind of looks at you and says, "You and your friends finish your food and get out of my pub."
Okay. I'll take my drink back to the table, and I'll say, Praetor initiated physical contact with another human being.
Guess they like me.
Non-violent physical contact.
I think
There's a
that's
difference.
the bigger thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
So you
look
think
over at Praetor and be like, well, good try, good effort.
I'm
Meh.
gonna look over at Dimitri and say, "So you think that weirdo's not gonna try and follow us?"
Well, last time I met a stranger, they kind of just followed me. He's like doing the eye wiggle at her. It's not their fault. I've got a magnetic personality. Everyone loves me.
You'll hear Praetor's eyes roll, even though they're over at another table. You'll hear them roll.
Is your loot like on your back?
Yeah.
I just go ahead and pull it off and just hit you over the head with it.
Kabong.
Get a grip.
Kabong.
I will say this, Dimitri. You have noticed a distinct lack of young people talking about you in the pub.
That's because everybody looks 50.
Right.
Just saying. It's noticeable that your fame has not reached this city yet.
Mm-hmm. No, I got that.
Okay.
He knows too. He constantly was telling people that he's practically the prince. Remember?
Mhm.
He is very overconfident about everything.
That's
John.
true. That's fair. I'm just letting you know.
You've
But he'll
changed.
look over at-
You've changed, Dimitri. You used to be like,
Humble.
calm, humble, play a song here and there, but now it's just, oh, I'm the prince.
Well, I mean, that's what they say. Money and fame go to your head. I can't help it.
I mean, definitely something.
I guess we better eat and
Somewhere.
leave before the barkeep gets angry.
Am I okay? Out of curiosity, am I standing next to a window where I can see him right there?
I mean, you are by a window. That's true.
Can I see him?
I don't know. Can he see you? Are you using your stealth, or are you literally not standing right in front of a window?
I'm hiding in the shadows.
Okay, roll stealth for me then.
This is where it doesn't work
skills.
out, and then Bart's just staring right at
Let
him.
me
That's
find.
Kind of what I was wondering. On the
I
left-hand side under
tiptoeing
skills
like a
or
child.
proficiencies. Yeah, you don't see nothing. Or actually, you should use, what is it?
Perception?
Perception.
Yeah.
Just a kid tiptoeing.
Oh, yeah, you don't see nothing.
Okay.
You look out, and it's like one of those situations where it's really lit inside, but like
I
dark
feel like
outside.
my tingling feeling is like he's out there somewhere.
I
but
mean-
I still see him, but
Fair.
it's fine.
Your Bart sense is tingling.
Yeah, sure. My coin is getting warm or something. But do we know
Is that
exactly?
euphemism?
Do we know where we're supposed to go?
Is that a euphemism? I mean, not. I mean, you're going to the sea coast.
Yeah, we know what city to go to. We don't know what ship we're supposed to take. Or
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean-
all right. But we're,
I
not, we're
mean-
not at that. We're not at the city yet. So okay.
No.
No.
No. It's
What time of day? What time of day is it right now?
it's evening.
And Is this just a pub or pub and inn type situation?
It's a pub and inn, but you guys had mentioned so we kind of backtracked a little bit because originally I asked you guys if you wanted to stop in the city, and you're all like, "Well, we want to keep going." So I was going to keep you going, but I kind of stopped you just so you weren't wandering at night outside of the city. But it's up to you guys. You can either camp, you can get a room for the night, or you can.
Well, can we
Continue on.
get back
I
to
was
just
gonna
while
say,
we
I don't
figure it
know.
out?
We've been asked to leave.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have to go to another inn. My apologies.
Oops.
I'm gonna look over at Praetor. You tired, or can you keep going?
I'm with this group. I'm exhausted perpetually.
Do we
Yeah.
hear this conversation that they're having?
I mean, they don't seem
But
to
if
be
we're going to
quiet.
stop for this night, we'll need to find a different inn.
We don't
Thanks,
need to sleep.
Nileua.
I'm certainly not tired. Let's just go.
Okay, are you?
Yes, let's wander around in the dark.
I don't remember you complaining about this when you wander off in the dark.
After insulting the other guy who just disappeared out the door.
Yeah, there's more of us than him. And I just wrapped a bunch of thorns around his legs. I'm
Uh-huh.
sure he's probably limping.
Uh-huh. Right. Yep. Okay.
Dimitri, do you want to spend the night at a different hotel, or do you want to keep going?
I really need my beauty sleep, guys.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
He's lying. He's fine. We'll keep going.
Okay, let's
His
go find.
agent
Let's go.
told him he needs to sleep.
Why,
If
why
he-
does his opinion matter more than anyone else's?
If he's
no one
sleeping,
has
he
given
can't
it-
play his lute.
Because no one's given an
That's
exact
true.
answer yet. It's either I'm always tired, or
I said let's keep going.
okay. So that's one for keep going and one for sleep.
Bro, well,
No.
flip a coin.
That's what I'm gonna say. If no one else, Praetor, you don't care.
I don't care.
I'm gonna say evens. We keep going. All right,
Oh,
let's just
well.
keep going. I'm sorry, Dimitri. You
Sorry,
can sleep-
Dimitri. Looks like you're gonna look ugly.
You can sleep on the road.
Well, I don't know that that's true, but okay. You do realize if we don't sleep out of character, if we don't sleep, you get exhaustion, which gives you disadvantage on everything the next day.
Well, I wasn't gonna go all night. I was just gonna go for like just for
A
little
while.
bit, then camp
Yeah.
out, camp in the forest or whatever.
All right. Dimitri will say, "Well, I prefer a feather bed, but if we have to sleep on the ground, it's fine." I've
I'll
done it
bring you a
before.
pillow
Oh, okay, I'm in.
made of animal pieces.
Ew.
All right.
Like
Animal pieces.
still gooey animal pieces, or
Yeah, like I'll wash a lamb's stomach out or something, and then I'll fill
Oh.
it with leaves.
okay, that sounds a little less awful.
Okay, Han Solo.
Yeah, okay.
On the inside
Bart,
of the bantha, be lukewarm.
Okay. Jeez.
all right, John. Bart's just gonna go up to the bartender, hand him a gold coin, like I'm sorry, and then just leave.
Okay. The bartender, as you go to turn around, says, I don't mind.
It's a group, kind of a group thing, so I'm gonna leave.
He nods. Okay, so you four make your exit. James, your character will notice them starting to leave, and you duck around the corner. And
I have a question, John. So we all have horses, right?
Uh-huh.
I think we also have an extra horse, right?
You do,
Because
Yeah.
I
yes.
bought-
Two
Yeah.
extra
Yes.
now.
we have 2 extra horses.
Praetor has an extra horse because Praetor bought their own horses.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, and I think I bought a horse, and you were gonna buy a horse for all of us. So then you'd have an
Yeah.
extra horse. Okay, yeah. Never mind. It's her that has a horse. All right.
Yeah, one of my horses is Praetor's. I think B's horse is also Praetor's because it was
But we were also given horses, I think, right? At the last town we were at?
My God, we're just like riding with a massive thing of
No.
horses.
Giant herd of
Yeah, I was
horses.
gonna say.
I assume we wouldn't have taken all of them.
No,
but-
no, no, no. So to be clear, you had some broken down horses that you got from the one town in over by the Elven lands, which you guys bought, which were sort of like one step from the glue factory kind of thing. And then you were given better horses when you got into Valegard. The only other place you guys have been to other than that, you popped over there on a transportation spell, so you didn't take your horses with you, I don't believe. I think you were given them when you got there. So
Okay, all right, never mind.
they were like
Just get on my-
rentals. They were
I just get on my horse and leave then, or leave.
We'll
the
have
group.
to Uber.
yeah, yeah, the Uber horse. His name is Uber. All right. So you guys get on your horses and a spare and leave. Nice.
This is my horse, Lift.
Yeah.
That one's spare. That one's tire.
Spare and tire. Nice. Okay. So you guys head off. We'll go back to the other map now that we didn't actually have a all-out battle, which is a good thing.
So out of character, how many hours of sleep do we need to not
8.
be exhausted? 8. Okay, so can we?
You need a full night's
I-
rest, basically.
can I note that whenever it gets to around that time where it gets close to only having 8 hours to look for a spot to camp?
Yeah. I mean, like you guys left at like 6:30 at night.
Oh,
kind of
okay. Then
thing.
we can do at least
So-
like another 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah. Well.
Or
Okay.
4
Keep-
hours.
Yeah. Now keep in mind you are traveling down beside a lake because you've left Springguard. If you look at the map, you are heading down this lake and you're heading south. Like I said, to Chirkton is kind of the general direction you're headed at the moment. This lake is fairly large. It will take a day and a half to get around it, or well, not a day and a half, more like 2 days to get around it. So keep that in mind. But the road is fairly busy. You do see ships sailing the lake because this is a transportation hub area. And Chirkton is an area where a lot of ore is taken and shipped up to Valegard. So it is busy. So it's not as dangerous as, say, an open road in the middle of a forest in the middle of nowhere where you might run into, all sorts of fun things. But it doesn't mean it's safe either. So, okay. So as you travel south, generally things are quiet. There isn't loads of travelers on the road, although you do see some camps set up just off the road in a couple of spots, larger wagon trains, which are positioned in various spots around. They're kind of a little bit of everywhere, I guess, is what I'm saying. So you have a lot of different things happening, I guess, all at once. So as you move further and further south, you will notice it getting darker. I'd like you all to roll a perception check for me, please. And in the case of Dhampir, if you could roll me another stealth check. Okay, love that perception. Okay. All right. Wow.
Wow.
That was some
the
positive
other rogue
rolls.
can see the road.
The other rogue. So, Dimitri, at some point in the evening, you notice that Dhampir is following you. Your group, I should say.
Okay. You know what? He's not going to bring attention. Like, he'll notice,
Mm-hmm.
and in order to let Dhampir know that he's seen him, but not the others, he's just going to say, "Boy, guys, I'm awful tired," and tired is going to be my healing word, and I'm going to heal him with healing word.
Aw, how nice. Okay. Is healing word
You better
a distance
never
spell,
find
or
out.
do you have to touch him?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a distance spell. Okay, good. All right, so cast away. Oh, look at that. Perfect. So
The
you're
exact healing you needed.
Yep,
So you
back-
suddenly just feel better.
You better hope that Nileua never finds out about this.
So you're back to full health, by the way.
Yep, I already moved it up.
Nice. Oh yeah, 60 feet. There you go. All right. So nobody else was injured, right? For anything? I don't think so, because you guys didn't do anything to really be injured, other than drink yourselves to almost death.
How dare you? I didn't
Almost.
drink myself to death.
I mean, Praetor almost did.
Almost.
Yeah. I mean, not physically, literally, but she did get into the grave. She was 1 foot in the grave. So.
1 kobold and a half.
1 kobold and a half. So you guys get to a point where Dimitri expresses his tiredness. It's generally like this area they've cleared, because it's such a well-traveled area. They've cleared the forest away from the route, so there's plenty of like meadow space to camp out if you want. It's just sort of it's not like super like as if it was like a campground, but I mean at the same time it's pretty flattened. Might be a bumpy bit here and there. There would be rocks and things like that you'd have to clear out. But like if you want to go into the woods, it's a bit of a hike that you might not want to do in the middle of the night. But if you wanted a fire, if you don't have firewood or whatever, that might be a necessity that you have to do. But other than that, you can camp out.
Okay, Dimitri, do you? I'll just check. I'll take first watch, I guess, unless you want to.
I kill a lamb, pull its stomach out, stuff it with leaves, and give it to Dimitri.
You didn't wash it. You said you'd wash it.
There's nothing to wash it in.
I mean, there's a lake right beside,
I'm not
but
walking over there. It's not bad enough I had to kill an animal for you.
Thanks. He's holding it out like this, like.
ew.
Just lay on it. It's not any more inconvenient than listening to you play the lute.
Well, that reminds me.
Oh no.
He's gonna start playing. You
I'm
go
literally-
to the woods today.
I just swing the remaining lamb carcass at his head.
He
Swing it
ducks under
round
his
and
like, if you
launch
go
it.
out to the woods today, you're sure of a big prize. You won't believe your eyes. Rather, that's the second part of it.
Can I take first watch instead?
Sure. if
Yeah,
you
I don't mind. I'll take second then.
Dimitri
don't
will
wanna
eye
do
you
it.
suspiciously, but then say, "Yeah, fine."
Oh dear.
Dimitri, are you okay? Are you okay with taking third, or Victor? Do you want third?
Don't care.
I'd rather last watch, so I can keep all my sleep together. If you don't mind.
Yep, that's fine. All right, I'm gonna go to bed then.
Okay, so as you all do this,
I think I need
Dhampir,
to do a perception test while I'm watching.
Dhampir, you will in a minute. Dhampir, are you going to bed down, or are you going to like just sit and watch them? What do you want to do?
You'll become exhausted if you don't sleep.
Can I use safe haven?
Let me have a look. Probably, but let me have a look.
What is that?
It's a skill
don't
he
know.
has. Oh, no. Well, I mean, so like that's like having sorry, I'm opening it up. So if you're wondering why it keeps opening. I mean, you could, but then you'd lose track of where they are.
Oh, true.
So you might not want to do that. Unless you want to like bed down with another camp further up or closer, down
I'll
further
make a
south or
bed in
further
the
north.
trees.
Okay. All right. Stealth roll, please. 21. Perception check, if you would, Nileua. Okay. There we go. All right. So Nileua does not notice anything as you climb up into the trees. And
I'm looking pretty freaking dumb if I don't notice that.
you're pretty well. To be fair, I did mention that the trees are not close, so and he's very skilled at hiding, so you'd have more difficulty noticing. I would
But I
say.
hope I don't decide to go climbing the trees.
Well, I mean, why would you do that? Why would you go away from your camp? I guess
I'm a
that's.
druid.
I mean, you could, but
It's not unnatural for me to climb a tree.
it's not. But he rolled a 21 and you rolled a 12, so you'd be rolling up in a different tree. That's all I'm telling you.
John's like, let me just DM my way out of this.
Well, no, it's like I had you roll it, and you rolled, and you didn't roll well enough. So what do you want from me? So anyway, with all of that said and done, for you, the night is peaceful. It is second watch. So who's next?
That'll be me.
I
Okay.
go over to Bart and I kick him. Aye! Your turn.
All right, I get up. Yeah, I'll kind of walk around our camp and just look around, make sure everything's okay.
Okay. You can see some fires off in the distance, but they're a fair ways away. There's nobody really close, but yeah, nothing really much happens. The water lapping the shore. You hear voices off in the distance as you see what looks to be a ship roll up, kind of heading down the lake quite a bit away from you. Other than that, yeah, not much really going down.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so with that, we're on to the final watch of the night.
I'll go to Praetor and wake her up.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right, perception check. Oh, okay.
Praetor notices nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. Praetor
Is that a
sits-
snail?
Yeah.
Go watch this
Through-
snail.
Through the evening, Praetor just sits there and nothing much seems to happen around her. As the morning hits, you do hear, however, movement of carts and things along the roadway that you guys are just off of. And you start to see what looks like a wagon train rolling up from the south with what looks to be about 14, 15 people.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Well, that's people. Okay.
Yep, there you go. That's your success. And I assume you
I feel
wake
very
everybody else
safe.
up.
Mhm.
As you wake up, Dimitri, your face is kind of sticky.
Ew.
Oh. Well,
What's been going on?
I mean, he if he was laying on the sheep bladder pillow, which you didn't watch.
oh, no, he would not have. No, he would not have slept on that.
Okay.
I thought someone sent you a secret message like cover my face in syrup. or
Yeah, I was
something.
like, wait, what? I didn't realize something
Yeah.
happened.
That's where your mind went. 'Cause that's not where mine
We
went.
do have a random rogue sneaking around, but I mean,
Mhm. Oh, speaking of that, Monsieur Rogue, would you roll me an acrobatics check, please?
His way falls out the tree.
Oh, nope. He just boop, 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 right back down. You managed to get down the tree without any problem. And you are able to see everybody moving about. Okay.
Yay.
What you all doing?
wait, wasn't it Dimitri's? Oh, everything was fine on his watch.
So I assume, no, it's Praetor's watch. It's the morning. There's,
Yeah, I didn't have to take a watch. Haha, I got to
Yeah.
sleep
Oh,
all
okay.
night.
Yep. Was there supposed to be 4
Yeah.
watches? I thought there was only ever 3.
Oh, I don't know.
That's how I usually run it. So I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, we can split it into 4 so people can get more sleep, but it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah, if it doesn't matter,
Typically,
it doesn't matter.
that might be something to do when you guys need healing or injuries or something where you're really like down stuff. But otherwise, I mean, other than your one spell, nobody expelled anything or lost any hit points that they need to worry about. So, yeah. Okay, so morning has arrived. It is still kind of warm. I mean, it's summer, so it's not like super cold, but you're heading south. So the farther south you go, the hotter it'll be during the day. And the humidity is definitely there as well. So it really doesn't cool down till early in the morning or late in the night, depending, I guess, on how you want to describe it. Other than that, there's not too much going down. Like I said, there is, however, a wagon train coming towards you with like 14 people. There's like 3 wagons packed with a ton of stuff, and there's oxen and a few horses.
It's going to be of no use to us. It's going in a direction we don't want to go.
It's true. So you watch it roll up past you. One of the leaders possibly waves at you all. Another sort of tough kind of guard type looks you all up and down. And other than that, unless you say something to them, they'll just wander by.
Yep, I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
If you see a weird guy in a black cloak anywhere around, kill him.
Okay. The
90% of the population.
yeah, I was gonna say, guard kind of looks at you weirdly, and okay, and they keep trucking up the road.
I'll say, you headed to Valegard or Springguard?
Well, we're heading up to Valegard briefly, and then on to Quintus after that. Quintus? No, Taunus after that.
Okay.
When you get to Valegard, tell them you saw Dimitri sunset around the road. Trust me, they'll love it.
Okay.
I'm just rolling my eyes heavily again.
The collective group are like, okay. They keep on trekking. All right. So with that, is there anything else you guys want to do, or you just want to head south? Eat breakfast and head south, or whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
We'll eat the lamb from last night.
Ew.
Lamb.
Head warmed lamb.
Yep. Head warmed. So okay. So you all eat your lamb, or whatever's left of it. Okay. Unless there's anything else, I guess you guys move along. So you head south, and as you do, like I said, you'll definitely be feeling more and more humidity. There are a little bit more bugs out. You'll notice like lizards and things like that every once in a while. And you'll definitely hear a lot more animal noises as you're heading south, like a lot more birds and insects and frogs and that kind of thing.
I'm a snake. I'm a slithery snake.
Like every lizard we pass, I'll be picking up and going, Shin! And then toss it away with the other hands.
Is that you? Every squirrel, he's like chasing it around. Okay. So as you guys head south and you reach the end of the first lake, major lake, and you see in the distance a tall structure which sits on the other side of a river, which, depending on if you want to be bothered to know what it is, you will definitely see religious artifacts near it. So yeah.
Sorry, did you say we reached the Bringer of Rain?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't put it that way, but yes.
I'm assuming there's like a bridge that crosses the river from where we're at to get into the town, or
Yes, there is.
okay, all right. Did you guys want to stop here or no?
Don't care.
Don't care.
Dimitri, did you want to make some money playing music or something?
No.
Nah, if you guys want to move on, we can. If we're gonna stop, I'll do it, but I don't need particularly to do it at the moment. But
Okay.
also, religions. He kind of looks around and stops on Praetor. I don't know that we want to go into a religious area.
Fair enough. All right,
Not
onwards.
my
then.
god. I don't care. Wait, I don't have a god. Never mind. I don't care.
I don't care.
Okay, sounds like we're gonna just keep going, John.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you skip south of that temple. And you move ever southward. So as you are moving south, you're going from that first lake to yet another very large lake. It is similar size. I don't think there's really they're hardly, the differences are negligible really as far as sizing, positioning a little different. That's about it. And again, like I said before, there's definitely traffic along it. The one thing you will see as you're going down the river, though, is you'll see occasionally there is what looks to be people dressed in kind of a sea green outfit from head to toe, robes, and then on their heads they have these tied white bounded conical look going on. And they seem to be washing themselves, for lack of a better description, in the river.
Wait, do they have white dunce caps?
No, not dunce caps. They're more like they're not like a cone. They're like more like I guess like a just a tall hat with like a turban type thing over top of that.
Okay.
So it just sort of peeks out over top.
Okay.
A few of them wave at you. None of them engage necessarily in conversation, but they do wave and say hello and good afternoon, because by this point it's taken you a good day and a bit to get here. And yeah, so as you head towards Lake Andros, as I said, the territory continues to sort of change yet again, and it becomes a little bit more prairie-like on this side of the lake. You have tall grass fields which go on for quite a ways off to the east, but for the most part it is fairly, like I said, well traveled, and you see different types of animal life and that kind of thing. And you see in the distance, kind of on the top of a hill, a small town, which looks to be, it starts on the top of a little rise and then kind of goes down into a small gully towards the water. So it's effectively like a port town, and it's got large walls, but that's still a fair distance off, and you've been walking pretty much all day, and it is now the beginnings of the late afternoon, early evening-ish. So it's up to you whether you want to keep going and try and push on, or if you want to try and rest up for another night before you do that. Because you could get there if you really push things, probably around midnight, 1 a.m.
I mean, we could do that and then we could still sleep but not be exhausted. if we get up at like 9 a.m.
Okay.
I mean, assuming everybody else doesn't care.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Nope, don't care.
Okay. So you guys
Dimitri just makes a face.
I was gonna say, I'm sure one of you cares. So you guys push on to Chirkton based on that. And as you do, you, as I said, described earlier, it's a small, like, it's sort of between a large town and a small city. And it is walled, and except for by the port, which has a bunch of fishing boats and other trading craft on the edge of it. And yeah, there are, as you get closer, some farms and that kind of dot the area for wheat, barley, all those kind of like cereal grains. And there are a few small fruit orchards, but not very many. You notice it seems like they're a lot harder to grow here, so like apples, that kind of thing, but anything majorly intensive need of really good soil or anything like that is not going to grow here. But you do notice like more citrus plants near the water's edge. Okay, so to kind of give you guys an idea what the town looks like, I will put you there on the map. So you're coming from the north down towards this, and the one thing you don't really see is the hilly sort of area, but imagine it's kind of closer to where the side away from the water is. For audience at home. Oh, of course, I'm really zoomed in, so you get a really good shot of the ocean. There we go. There's where they're headed. So you will notice that as you get closer, there is an actual like cobbled path which starts up not far from where the city begins. And it does look like there is an entrance to the east side of the city, or town, I should say. So as you get closer, because it is late, you don't see a whole lot of people, and the gate is closed.
Yeah, is there anyone manning the gate?
There is a couple of people positioned on the watchtowers above the gate, and there are people positioned at various tower points around the city, the town. But yeah, that's they're like at the top, and one of them says, "Hello."
I'm Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Who goes there?
Just travelers from up north. Can we come in?
The gate closes at midnight.
What time is it now?
It is 1.
I'm sure you can make an exception.
I'm sure I am not allowed to make an exception. I'm sure the burgermeister would have my butt in his sling if I did that.
Burger master.
Burgermeister, yes.
Someone give him some gold.
So
Or
you-
we just go make a camp and not make another bit of trouble unnecessarily. As
Since when was
done.
Pree taught the new voice of reason?
well, why?
Bart doesn't know, but Bart likes it. All right, let's go find a camp. I'm not arguing with this.
Dimitri crosses his arms and he says, "You told me we had to push on through the night, and the only reason I agreed is because we were going to come here and sleep in regular beds. Now you're saying we had to push on through the night, and we still have to camp outside?"
Dimitri, when we get into the town, I'm gonna find you the best inn there is, and I'll book you the best room.
Stop being a princess and come on.
Practically am a prince. Whatever.
You are not.
Princess.
Moron of a man.
Can we go find a place to camp?
Sure.
I guess we don't have choice.
Dhampir, can you roll a perception check, please?
Yep.
Okay, natural 20. You see this group come up to the gate and start to walk away. What would you like to do?
What are my options?
I mean, you could continue to follow them. You could try and sneak in or whatever you want to do.
If I quit following them, then there's a chance I might lose them, so I don't want to do that.
Okay.
You sure? I think that's a great idea.
You don't know he's even following. As far as you're concerned, you left him long ago.
I did not say that that was in character, did I?
Okay. So you're still following. I'm assuming you're hiding not to be seen unless you want to be seen at this point.
Yep, I think the only one that knows that I'm still here is Dimitri.
As far as I know, but I will have them all roll another perception check for like a daily check. And we'll see who figures out you're being followed.
Agent Rogue.
Did you want us to do that now, John?
Yes, please. We'll call it for the day.
What would you say if I said no?
I mean, then you would automatically fail. It's easy. That's simple.
17.
Can I have advantage since I know he's following us?
Yes.
There's barely any
22.
point.
22.
All right.
I
Stealth
don't
roll,
know.
would you please, Dhampir? We'll see who you follow.
He doesn't
Just me
fail.
again.
He just
Wow.
never fails.
Wow.
Nileua
Okay.
basically might as well just walk around going.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Just, like, literally aware of everything.
I will say Bart and Praetor got an image of something, but not enough to know what's going on. It could have been an animal for all their.
Meanwhile,
Sure.
I'm just like,
You're oblivious. Yeah, you've
like picking my
left
nose.
you've left that guy long ago. You're not worrying about him at all.
I think we both know that like people tend to just follow us, so we just we don't know for sure, but we're kind of assuming that's him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what Bart's doing, anyways.
I mean, fair.
Here, Dimitri, you don't need to take a watch today. You can go to sleep too.
He'll grumble but say, all right, fine, deal.
Okay, so are you guys going to camp closer to the forest? You going to camp closer to the farmland, or where are you going to go?
You could just camp right up against the wall.
You could do that too. That's
Is that
probably
allowed?
I mean, they're not going to like scoot you away as long as you're not causing trouble.
Okay, let's just do that.
You will see that there are like traders and stuff that show up shortly after you guys do that just automatically start to park by the walls. You know, as if to say, well, yeah, we already knew we didn't make it. Okay. So you all pack it up for the night. Who's taking first watch?
I
do
will.
it.
Okay.
Okay. Praetor will do it. I'll do second then.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do last.
Yep. So we're going to say you don't need to roll perception checks unless you're trying to find Dhampir, because honestly, you're about as safe as you're going to be.
I think I would check.
Eh,
Not for him.
Praetor's
I don't know,
bored.
I'd still check.
Okay.
she-
Well, do
they're
a
playing
perception
I
check then.
Spy with my little eye. Can I stab that?
Okay, do it then.
They see nothing.
They see
Nothing.
nothing. No.
As usual.
Absolutely nothing.
The torchlight is blinding
Whatever
you.
it actually matters to keep us safe. It's like, everything's fine.
Yep, it's all
But
good.
there's like murderous rampages on the way, and Praetor's like, oh look, someone's having a picnic.
I mean,
Once again, she's like, oh, it's a snail. So I can stab that, but it turns out to be a rock.
Damn it.
Okay. Nileua, I guess you're up then, because that's pretty much how Praetor's evening went.
Nileaua's like, what?
Equally
I like how you-
oblivious.
No
I
idea.
like how you have the highest modifier for perception, and you roll like crap every time.
I know, every single time. It's like you when you. It's like Dimitri when he checks doors for traps. Everything's fine.
Yep.
Everything's fine.
Nothing wrong there. Oh dear, that's so funny. All right, so you go through the early morning, pretty much nothing much to see. Okay, Bart.
None of us can see anything.
Wow.
You're all just staring at the wall.
I know, it's like you're trying to see a way in through the, through the cracks in the concrete.
No, Bart used to be a guard, so he's like, yeah, we're safe, whatever.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I can believe that too. Actually, yeah. He's like, yeah, they're patrolling. It's fine. You fall asleep. You rolled a natural 1. You fall asleep. That's basically what happened. After all your big talk to Dimitri.
No, I've mastered the art of sleeping with my eyes open and standing still, so it looks like I'm actually on guard duty.
Nice. I mean, that works too.
Dear.
It's like
We are literally a group just waiting to be murdered in our sleep.
pretty much, yeah.
6, 8, 5. Wow.
Now that it's morning, is the gate open now?
Yeah, you will have, what will have woken you up is the fact that the gate starts to open and you hear all these carts start to move towards the entrance.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I'll kind of nudge.
We wake up looking at the wall.
Yeah.
Huh?
Let's go find you an inn, a nice inn, huh, buddy?
Well, I mean, are we even staying here? I thought this was just a stop on our way to the coast.
Oh, do we know where we're supposed to meet, or who we're supposed to meet, or where we're supposed to go here?
I mean,
Wow, the person who would have told us that I kind of like stabbed with thorns.
I'm sure he's around here somewhere, or he will be here somewhere. Maybe we should we just find like a tavern and wait, I guess.
Wait for what?
If I know him, which I probably don't, but people like him, he'll be here soon. He works for the guild. They paid us a significant amount of money to do a job. They're not gonna.
Hopefully they'll have send
not let
somebody
us do it.
else who's less rude.
Well, someone will show up. So how about we just go find an inn? Can I go to one of the?
I think that Nileua has driven him away, and he is gone forever.
I agree.
Oh no.
Okay.
I am a scary
Can
fella.
Can I roll insight on that?
Yeah.
19.
What's
Wait,
your
I want to
passive?
do. Can I do that too?
What's your roll a
See if he's
deception
right.
check? Yes, you
Yeah,
can.
yeah, do it.
Deception check.
Oof.
Well,
Well.
Dang it.
Go ahead, Nileua.
And do I do insight?
insight, yeah.
Insight,
to tell if
yeah.
Someone's lying or not.
Wow.
I have
do
no.
that
I
too.
think he's telling the truth. I'm like, great. Yeah. good
Never
time.
mind.
I'm still squinting at
These
Dimitri
rolls,
like.
these rolls are great.
I'm just like,
I'm adding
Good
up all
point,
the clues and all the barely failing rolls I've had. I'm just like, okay, all right.
All right.
Can I go to a guard and say, you got a tavern that you can recommend?
Yeah, we have taverns in here. Yes, many good ones.
Could you recommend one?
I would personally go to the Emperor's Inn. It's up near the docks.
So,
You did not do a very good job of selling that to us. You
I
made it sound
mean-
miserable.
It's an inn for an emperor. We have a princess, and I pointed at Dimitri. It works perfectly. Let's go.
As we're walking, I'm going to look at Bart and say, Bart, when you were a town guard and people annoyed you by asking which inn you recommended, did you send them to a good one or a bad one?
I lived in a town where there was one inn, so I sent him to the bad one.
I was about to say, it was a little village. I don't know if he can do that. Okay, so you guys enter the city, or this town. Sorry, I keep saying city. There's a massive, as you enter, there's a massive fortification in the middle, and then you will see as you walk through, to your left is kind of the noble area / industry area. To the right is more humble abodes. And then in the center are some of the administrative buildings. As you go past the last one, the circular one, you'll note that it has something about Malik's lost library on it. And then the inn is at the far end of the sort of poorer set to the right.
Oh, I should have known. This is the one he would go to. Guards don't get paid that much.
It's true.
Whatever. Dimitri, do you want to find a nicer one, or will this do?
I mean, maybe to sleep in, but for the tavern, we can go to this one. It's fine.
Okay.
It always
Also-
surprises me how they underpay the people that are, there to protect them. Kind of counterintuitive.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Not wrong.
So we'll go into the inn.
Okay. All right. So, okay. Oh, I should mention that the other building there, back of that fortified area, is a temple to the god Glau, who is a sea god. And okay, so moving on into the inn. As you enter the inn, it is a decent looking place. It's not anything to knock your socks off. It certainly doesn't match up to the one you were staying at in Valegard, because that was in a noble area and it was very posh. But I mean, as far as acceptable, it's clean, everything's tidy. People there are very friendly. The bar is closed, but they do have food because it's early in the morning.
Praetor's not going to be happy about that.
I like how Praetor is apparently the drunkard. The waitress, I guess, would come up to you guys. She looks at you all and says, "This your group? You are looking for menus?"
Just give me.
Flock of seagulls, give us bread.
Just get me whatever you would recommend.
Sure. If you are wanting fish, let me know. We do have the early catch from this morning, but other than that, we just have standard fare, soup, bread. Sure. One moment. And she goes off and grabs the basics and brings it back. Unless there's anything specific you want, we'll say you have your food.
Dimitri, did you have any special requests?
What? No. Yeah, I'm just going to eat and then go to the library.
Okay. Should we designate this place as where we're going to meet up then after you're back or something?
Sure. Sounds like a good plan.
Okay, let's agree to meet here for... What time you said it was breakfast right now, John?
Yeah, it's like probably by the time you got in, we'll say it's about 9 in the morning.
So how about we meet back here for lunch?
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Okay, so back to our lone stranger. Dhampir, they entered the town. I assume you're going to do the same?
Yes.
Okay. As you enter the town, this is where you could use your safe house thing if you wanted to do that.
Sure.
Okay. So as you walk in, you'll give the guard a sign. The guard will nod to you, and he then hands you a small card which has on it a link, like not a link. What are we, modern? Has the address.
There's a QR code. You scan
Yeah,
it.
QR code. Magically thaumaturgy, and it turns it into
Uses
something
QR code.
visual. So you look at the card, and it gives you an address to a small house that's kind of off the beaten path in a range of like kind of terraced housing and or townhouse, if you want to call it that. And it is just a small front door, which you have been given the note to say, I have brought news. So as you knock on the door, a little hatch slides open and a pair of closely met eyes look down at you and say, what do you want?
I have brought news.
And then you see the slit close and the door opens, and standing in front of you is a gigantic ogre. And he says, I will get the master. Please wait here. And he turns and walks away. And as you enter the building, it's got a narrow hallway with just a little table sitting beside with what looks like a little pot of flowers. And everything else looks very nondescript. If I was to describe it as anything, there's pictures up on the wall of like, sort of looks like various kind of paintings of unknowable people. You don't have any clue who any of these people are. And from the top of the stairs walks down a figure who is in a cloak, face mostly covered, and looks at you and says, you are one of us.
Do I have like a distinguishing mark to prove that I'm one of them?
Yes, you have a token that you're given. All of the members of the Ivory Oath
yes.
are given tokens. So you flash
All right.
that, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Which is basically like a piece of ivory with it's got a gold inlay on it to kind of describe, to show to people. It's something odd enough that no one would recognize it. And the person takes their hood down, and it is a tabaxi, which is a cat person. And she looks at you up and down and says, what brings you here?
I'm currently on a mission to help a ragtag group of idiots get somewhere. They may be joining us here at some point.
I see. Who gave you the assignment?
The Ivory Oath, who else?
Yes, but person. Do you have recommendations, letters, anything like that?
I do. Let me grab their name.
Okay, so I'm assuming you pull out the scroll you showed the others.
Yep.
Okay. She looks at it and says, okay, Captain, shoot, what's your last name? Buckets, Captain Buckets. I see. Well, they were supposed to bring them to the ship in Seacoast, from what I understand. If this is the same group from Valegard?
Yep. They was being led by someone named Jilly, who had to go off on a separate mission, so now I'm in charge of them.
Okay. All right. But you don't have them with you.
No, there's this rat-infested woman that's not the biggest fan of me.
I see. Do I have to send a couple of others along to bring them over, maybe?
Maybe the rat lady. The others I'm pretty sure I can get here.
All right. Well, if you need a place to stay, you guys can, of course, stay here as part of the agreement. If you need anything else, please let us know. We provide what we can. Hello?
Hello.
Okay. Just everybody went quiet, so I was worried. So with that, she leads you into a table and says, if you'd like breakfast, we have some here. I can have Rodrigo make you something if you'd like.
I'll just have some toast. Thanks for your hospitality.
All right. Rodrigo, toast for our young man here. And the ogre nods and walks away. If you'd like to subscribe to our channel, please do so here. If you'd like to see what we've done in the past, please check it out up here. And if you'd like to check out all of our content, you can do so at distractionsmedia.com.